The taking of a life is tragic. Watching it online is sad. Children losing their mother is devastating. At the end of the day, the man is absolutely right. You're not supposed to freaking be there in the first place.
I want to ask you about this. When you talk about the confusion, and you've been open, obviously, about your support for the president, when you look at the videos of what happened, and I'm sure they're very hard for you, Timmy, to watch if you've even been able to. But the Deputy Attorney General says that the Justice Department doesn't believe that there's evidence to back a criminal investigation, right? And nothing about charges or anything like that, just an investigation into what happened in terms of the ICE agents' actions. But they were, according to the prosecutors resigning today, pressuring them to investigate Renee's actions and Becca, her wife's actions. How do you feel about all that?
Well, I'm not blaming anybody. I mean, it's a hard situation all the way around. It's hard for for everybody involved. I mean, the ICE agent, at first I didn't see the footage where, he was actually, he was actually being ran. I mean, I seen the bump of the car hitting his legs. And so in a flash like that, it's hard to say how you would react. From my understanding that he had been through that before, maybe dragged or something. And so, like I said, it's just a hard situation for everybody. Becca, she's a great person as well. I mean, I don't have any many enemies. I love everybody, and that's what the Bible tells us: love our neighbors as we love ourselves. But I think there's some bad choices, and the word says, "For the wrath of God will come upon the children of disobedience." And it's I don't blame us. I don't blame Rebecca. I don't blame Renee. I just wish that if we're walking the Spirit of God, I don't think she would have been there.
Really interesting insight. So if we unpack the story, here is a woman, sounds like she was married, had kids, her husband died, becomes a lesbian, and becomes this activistic, progressive woman online, encouraging people to interfere with law enforcement and ICE. All indications are that she has done this on multiple occasions, showing up at places where ICE is doing lawful sort of removal of those who are in the country illegally. And just know this, if somebody is in the country illegally, it's a crime. Crimes need to be punished, otherwise laws are meaningless. Sometimes those criminals, they're gang members, they're sex traffickers, they're drug cartel leaders, and yeah, sometimes they're nice, well-meaning people just trying to chase the American dream. And then what they should do, they should apply for citizenship and go through the process, just like my ancestors did when they came from Ireland and many others. What happened in this occasion, and what the media didn't entirely share with you, she pulled up, and so the ICE agents were doing sort of an examination of who was not supposed to be in country and possibly criminal activity. And so she blocked the street with her Honda Pilot. And there's 3.5 minutes of video of this online. Now you've got, police vehicles, neighbors, people that are trying to get out of the neighborhood, trying to clear the way for the agents. And she's got her Honda Pilot in the middle of the road, blocking traffic for 3+ minutes, honking the horn the whole time. And so what you've got is one woman decides, I am now in charge of the neighborhood and I will exercise authority over law enforcement. Now, imagine if it wasn't ICE. Imagine if it was the fire department and she decided that she didn't like the fire department and that she didn't feel that they had a right to go do the job that they are hired to do. And so imagine if she just decided to park her car sideways in the middle of the road and stop fire trucks. We would all look at it and say, please arrest that woman. She's committing a crime. She's impeding those who are first responders from doing lawful jobs that we value and need. Because it's ICE, we're now looking at it through a political lens. And what happens then is it goes to political lines rather than right and wrong. And this isn't left and right. This is right and wrong. And at the end of the day, when she's driving at the agent, number one, he previously, as was mentioned, he was, according to reports, he was hit by a vehicle and dragged. Now put yourself in that position. You're going out to do your job. People are showing up. They're blowing whistles. They're screaming. They're following you. They're yelling at you. They're blocking the street. You are surrounded with mobs of people, and you're in danger. In addition, you're trying to arrest gang members, cartel leaders. You don't know, in a house, are you walking into a drug house? Are you walking into a brothel? You don't know what you're walking into. So every day you're putting yourself at risk. You're surrounded by people who are antagonizing you and opposed to you. And then suddenly one person takes their vehicle and starts driving at you. And you're a guy who previously got hit by a vehicle on the job and dragged. And when you're getting dragged by the vehicle, you're probably thinking, am I going to make it home to my family tonight? And now it's happening again. Somebody is driving a vehicle at you, and the vehicle, to some degree, hits you. You have a decision to make. I'm going to stop the vehicle, or I'm going to get hit and run over by the vehicle. Those are split-second decisions, and the hard, cold truth is, no one other than someone in law enforcement or military really understands that decision or is in a place to make that decision. It is a split-second decision, and it is very easy if you're sort of a progressive wine mom who's lost your mind and has your free time, trying to supersede legal enforcement of laws, to think that you're in a position to make these kinds of decisions. And so, yes, the taking of a life is tragic. Watching it online is sad. Children losing their mother is devastating. At the end of the day, the man is absolutely right. You're not supposed to freaking be there in the first place. Thanks for watching this video. It's a great honor to help you learn the Bible. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I promise you there'll be more to come.